Dan, free practice, first session, Donington over and done with in the sunshine, I'm pleased to say. I don't know whether the weather's going to stay like this.
I think we're due a bit of rain during the day, but it depends which weather app you look at. It's all around qualifying, of course it is, so it's whether it comes during, after or before. Yeah, it's nice to get going. I like it here at Donington. It's a proper racing track. Yeah, good start to the day.
Tyre's going to be an issue. Again, I think a talking point. I don't think there's much of a delta between the medium and the hard tyre, is there?
Yeah.
There is? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. It depends on what level of medium tyre you were running, but I suspect new to new is quite a delta. But yeah, it'll be closer for sure than we've seen with the hard and the soft. You know, that goes without saying, but I think it's still going to be I'm not sure you want to go to finish on the podium in race one tomorrow. So that might be a fight for fourth again.
All of a sudden who's in third place
Correct.
Suddenly has a loss of power and ends up in fourth.
Exactly. So potentially. But yeah, you know, it's been an interesting dynamic this season, that tyre, and I think, you know, I'm not sure whether it needs a little bit of re-evaluation because, you know, BTCC has always been a race to the death really, and it's a shame when we're strategically planning on finishing in certain places that are outside of the podium. So maybe we just need to make the hard tyre mandatory for the top six, because you're not going to want to give up the points for third to finish seventh. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure Toke will look at it over the winter, but you know, I think it's been a good dynamic to the championship. A lot of people are moaning about it, but if you don't try new things, you never know, do you?
Absolutely. And just finally, briefly, track limits here at Donington. We've got the sensors, and that's going to be a talking point again. I was watching TSL timing and see how many people have flagged for track limits, and it's going to be a talking point again, I think, this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple. The big problem is, at least it's not judge of fact. It's all camera here now. I think Jonathan's put a new one of the very new ones on the apex at the chicane, which is new for all of us. We've not had that before. But at least it takes away the judge of fact. The problem is, in these cars, you sit so low and the bonnet line's so high, you can't actually see. And that's not an excuse, but it's very difficult. So I think you're going to see people lose qualifying laps because of something so marginal. And it won't be a deliberate cut of the corner. It'll just be something they haven't seen it. Which is going to be, I think that's going to be a bit frustrating for everyone. You know, no doubt we'll get pinged for track limits. It seems to be a hobby of mine, a bit of a pastime. But yeah, I can't wait to get going at Donington. It's a great venue.
A couple of good runs this morning. 1:33.3, I think, was reasonable for free practice.
Yeah, it was good. You know, we ended P1 in P1, but you can't read anything into it. You don't know what people's tyres are running and how much boost. You know, we use a lot of boost to achieve that time. I suspect Tom Ingram did not, and they're only a tenth behind. So that gives you some idea of how much performance is in that car. You know, because that was a full attack for me, and it just goes to show that the car, the package with Tom driving it is very, very, very good this year, and you can't knock that, but it's difficult to try and beat.
Have a good one.
Thank you.